But I have a question, serious question.
Whoa.
When you guys not that serious.
Yes.
But
I love serious questions.
do you guys ever feel like you need a break from socializing?
Socializing?
Like say you're in a party, and you're like there for a long time and you're already talking to people. Do you ever need like 5-10 minutes to yourself?
There have been times where I've been to like in those situations and I've just like after 20 minutes I'm like I need to leave. Like
Yeah, no.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Depends.
Like, do you need like a break from people? Because I don't know. I find socializing very tiring. Maybe because I try to like make people laugh. I don't know. Or I just keep asking questions.
I don't know if when I'm in the situation, but like when I'm alone, I'm like I don't want to see anyone. Does that make sense? Like when we're there though, like I'm normally fine. I normally don't like I don't hit a switch where I'm like I gotta get out of here. But like if I'm alone and I hear people, I'm like, why are they here?
Well,
now I gotta go outside.
That comes to another thing where it's just I feel that way.
You're here. You're not listening to a pod.
Shut up.
Talk.
I feel that way when it's like somewhere where it's like if I'm with y'all, I'm not gonna feel that way. Yeah. It's when I'm comfortable, uncomfortable kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm at like a random party where like most of the people I don't know, there comes a point where I'm just like I just don't want to be here. Like I get bored or like I like.
Mm-hmm.
It depends if you're engaging in, let's say, party activities. I'm not gonna.
Right, we gotta stop judging. I gotta stop judging.
If we're engaging in party activities, I'm just gonna be. I'm not gonna need 5 minutes. I'm gonna talk to the random guy next to me and just say whatever.
The moment you asked the question, I said yes, because I honestly sometimes just need to like regain my energy, regain my
charge up.
Yeah, because I don't think of it as a
chore.
Yeah, I don't think of it as a chore, and it's nothing that intimidates me when I'm there. I'm just not willing to be the first. I don't know. Whenever I talk, I lose energy, so I have to receive energy again by resting. It's just like my HP.
Just stamina bar.
It's funny. It has like Paul's face as a slider.
Exactly. The green is smiling and then yellow is like, and then red is just like
okay. This is the introduction. What episode is it, Justin?
Episode 17.
Episode
17
of the W.U.W.Y podcast.
Yo.
Yeah. We're gonna hope there's cameras here. So I'm gonna look at the camera now for the very first time and say hello.
You know the vibes of W.U.W.Y.
This is me.
Thought it was over.
This is me trying to get out all the camera antics in one sitting.
You're the vibes with W.U.W.Y.
Anyway, so where are we, Dennis?
In Justin's basement.
Oh, the switch up. They ain't
Switch
even
up.
know. They don't even know what Dennis's basement looks like. They ain't never been there. Who else is here?
Is
to my
blue.
left? Oh, they can see who's to my left. Wait, there's no surprises anymore.
My name is Claude.
Okay. And who's in the yellow?
PP.
I don't even, did that even pick him up? I hope that picked him up. There he is.
PP.
The Tio Wonder Boy himself.
Papi Chulo.
The only cat in the Cats movie that was Hispanic.
Oh, yeah.
Patito de Gato.
Patito de Gato.
Why do you have a new
The-
character
the-
every
the-
pod?
That's how I roll.
I heard that movie sucked ass. Bro.
They did. Did you watch it?
Let's start on that. No.
Okay.
But
I heard that movie sucked.
apparently they
ass.
lost like $71 million.
That's
So
common.
Wait, Cat's the live action.
Cats the
Yes.
movie
Yes.
with
Wait.
Taylor Swift,
James Corden.
James
Bunch of
Corden.
Idris
Yo,
Elba.
James Corden's cat is fucking hilarious. I saw a screen capture. He looked like this. He's like, he had like a mustache and stuff. It
He
was
thick,
funny.
bro. He thick.
Yeah.
Idris Elba was there.
Idris Elba, which I was disappointed. I was like, oh my man.
What is this called?
Why are you there?
Why? Why is he? You disappointed for him?
Cats
He
the
got
movie.
his money already.
The budget?
He
Yeah,
got
that
his
budget
bag,
was
but
bossy.
oh,
Bossy.
Yes.
but
You're not gonna be a hit in everything.
but
Yeah,
it's
but
so
you-
much money to like what other, like most
Things recoup their
no
money.
most Broadway stuff
Yes.
also work in movies, but I think
Yours
because
is the CGI.
but yeah, it's just because of the type of characters that are in this one.
Because it was literally
I
cats.
I didn't even. I've always heard
It's because
cats,
the
but I
majority
didn't
of
know.
people are dog people.
Wait,
Huh?
whoa,
Go on. What's the plot? I have no idea.
The
It's some
plot,
Broadway movie.
Apparently,
musical, though.
I don't know the main plot.
Spoiler
I
alert.
heard some things where it's
Spoiler alert.
Singing cats.
it's basically cats who are singing and they're horny and they want to bang or something.
Hey yo.
Something like
Wow,
that.
this is a
but
great
like,
review.
No, New
If
York
that's
Times.
if that's the premise they were working on, then I don't
Why
know.
did they
I don't
drop
know why.
so much
No,
on that?
But then, I think the main reason they made it is to like, display some kind of like dancing ability, and they were like, "Oh, what's the best way to do that with cats? Because they're agile and beautiful, and can jump."
Feline.
And yeah, exactly.
What?
So that's why they made the Broadway thing, and then I'm like,
Okay.
all right, that's cool, I
Which
guess.
is cool on Broadway.
Yeah, but then they made it to the movie and just
On
mad
Broadway.
CGI, and it was just
Bro, every time I saw that
Garbage.
trailer, I saw that trailer in like 5 different locations, and everyone like turned to each other and was like,
What the
"Is that
fuck?
an actual movie?"
this a thing.
I was like, huh?
Come get
It
them.
looks pretty trash.
No.
And
Nah,
then-
it's.
Yeah.
But a Broadway show that looks good that's gonna go on a movie is In the Heights,
what is
Oh,
that?
yeah,
which
facts,
looks
facts, facts.
amazing.
Shout out. See,
I don't know
those,
what it is.
Piragua,
this,
I don't know
Piragua.
what you're talking about.
in the height, it's I don't know the main story. I feel like I'm gonna get trashed because
I'm
I'm,
looking it up.
I'm this skin and
Is
I
it
don't
like
know.
a?
Miss Franco
is
will
it a,
yell at you. Cause she,
I
Is it a Hispanic film?
yeah, I just the one that you sent me the trailer for it.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is what.
I was like, what?
Oh, I did. I didn't look at it though. Wait, why did I send you the
with
trailer? though?
Usnavi.
I think it was because it was one Hispanic guy and then a black guy, and you were like, "This is us." Like that was
No,
it.
it must
Yeah.
have. There must have been a lady in there.
No. There's
was,
literally
but-
a duo where it's like Usnavi, the Hispanic guy, and then
This
his
guy-
tall black friend.
I'm
Yeah.
not tall.
Oh, it's the
And-
guy from
but
Hamilton.
the tall black
who's
friend is
making it?
funny though.
Lin
so-
Manuel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lin
See,
Manuel.
so
Lin-Manuel
like I
Miranda.
feel most like Broadway shows do good with movies, but like I don't know, does it go the other way? Because I know there was like the trash.
Ever?
Oh, Harry
Yeah.
Potter was on Broadway.
Harry Potter.
I watched that.
How's that?
It was very good. I actually liked it because they
pretty good.
they
No, I wanted to.
they mostly they put all their effort into like the magic. Okay, they put all their effort into like sleight of hand magic. Oh my bad.
Okay.
They put all their effort into sleight of hand magic, and a lot of the things are just. It was literally like a magic show, with under the premise of
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
Refuse
and
to
it was
watch
really
those
good.
movies,
It was
but-
actually really good.
I saw.
Harry Potter's so good.
Was it like a new story or was it one of the books?
It was a continuation of when they were older and have a daughter and son.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Okay, go on.
they made a book, right? Or a
Yes.
playbook?
You read it.
Playbook,
I did
yes.
read
You
it.
read it.
All
How do you
right.
know I read
So you
it?
took a
Fucking nerd.
picture of the book, and I was like, I want the book.
Nerd.
Okay.
You never
What
gave
were you
it
gonna
to
say,
him.
Justin?
Oh,
In
there
the
was-
Heights.
No, there was, I
In
only
the
know one
Heights.
other than Harry Potter, like going the other way,
Mhm.
which was the Spider-Man one.
What?
That I don't know if y'all
Sounds-
remember that one.
No.
That was a
It, it was like a Broadway. What was it? Turn off the lights or turn off the dark, something like that. I don't know.
Turn off the door.
Yeah. It was some trash like that, but it was basically like they were doing like a bunch of acrobatics and like
Spider-Man.
all this stuff, and then
On stage.
yeah, it was on stage, and like some guy got hurt, like while it was like playing,
Of
like he
course.
did like a stunt, and then he like fell 30 feet or some shit like that. Yeah,
Why is that funny?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not like,
Stupid.
and it was
Oh,
like
jeez.
hailed as
I
just
hope
like
you got well.
a horrible Broadway show because
And-
was
and
too.
he
They were
broke
trying
his
to do
arm.
too much.
Because he fell.
And it was
Oh.
no, that was one aspect that didn't go right, but like they were just trying to do too much, and it was like because superheroes, it's just always extravagant. So if you're trying to
Mhm.
make a Broadway play extravagant, that's mad bread, and you can't use like camera tricks or CGI for that shit. So
I mean,
it's trash.
Tragic.
some stuff it just isn't meant for the other thing.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, like
It's not.
like stay in your
Like
lane.
cats.
Especially cats.
Yeah.
I watched some movie. This is a very poor research. I watched a movie reviewer. He said that they might be like reanimating it or something and putting it out, but he didn't know. So I don't know if this is good
Oh,
information.
like
but
Sonic, yeah.
Yeah, he looks he
Yes.
looks cute now.
yes.
The other one looked like a fucking rat.
Was Sonic originally a video game? So
yes.
that's
yes.
Are you
I don't-
stupid? I'm just kidding. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
I'm
God.
kidding. Here's $20.
is Sonic from Japan? So
Yeah, I think
the
it was-
place where they
it's
make
Konami,
mangas
yeah.
and like animes and stuff. So it's
Sega?
not possible that something could
I
have
thought
been
it- I thought-
It's Sega.
preemptive before the game.
Oh,
No?
yeah, duh, Sega.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Alright,
I just wanted to
whatever.
correct you.
Stupid Brian. Anyway,
You got $20 now. Relax.
give me my card, you weirdo. But yeah,
Claude robbed Brian before this. Called it Speedy
Did
too.
did you enjoy what's it called? Did you enjoy the film Mandalorian? What? Not Mandalorian. Star Wars.
Oh, episode 9.
Don't spoil it though.
No, I'm not gonna say any spoilers.
Why do we always do this? We bring up movies like don't say anything.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. There was a lot of stuff. Like the pacing was weird in the beginning, so I was like, they're trying to fit too much into like they could have just split it up kind of thing, I guess, or just they could have just not had a lot of plot elements because they were just unnecessary. The ending, I think the latter half of it was better, but yeah, for the most part, I thought it was alright.
Did you like
it's better
the
than the second one?
Whole?
The trilogy as a whole was like meh.
Okay.
I feel like it didn't.
You watched Star Wars, Claude?
Yes, sir.
I had no idea that you watched Star. Like
I
all
mean,
the
I'm not
movies?
a devout fan, but yeah. I mean, I'm United States of America.
I haven't seen a film.
Okay.
I wish that made sense.
Correlation.
It was big
I
all
feel
over.
like niggas here love that shit, so I just hopped on.
Quote.
Pause.
I haven't
quote.
seen none of it. Like
Really?
None of
This
it.
guy's sus.
I feel like I watched the first two, and I feel like you should have just left it off with
Wait,
whatever
The
niggas
first two
left it off.
like
trilogy?
eight,
Not the first
7,
two,
8.
like the last two.
7,
I
8.
should've
The
said
first two of
last
this
two, not the
trilogy.
first two.
Yeah, I got you.
Niggas should have cut off the last two. Just let the classic
Nah,
be the classic.
The second one of this third trilogy was the worst, I think, out of all of them.
They were just you should have
Like
stopped it.
canonically,
Wow.
these
Whoa.
are
Alright.
Hold
these-
on. College. Queen. Somebody look that up.
Like,
Wait,
I don't know what that
word?
is.
Canon,
as a
canon,
yeah.
as in
Like,
what's
I
true
don't
to the
think-
story.
I didn't
I don't
spell it
think
right.
it.
CANON.
I don't think it added
Italy.
too much.
Okay.
Like I think the 1, 2, 3, like Phantom Menace, all those with like Qui-Gon Jinn and all that, they added a lot of like story elements that were like, all right, this is now canon. Like this is cool stuff. Here is just like they just expanded a lot on like what the Force can do, and it just felt
Foreskin
stupid.
do? I'm
What-
sorry. I
what
didn't
the
hear that right.
The
Force
Force
Oh,
can
I
do.
heard foreskin. I'm sorry. I have
What is
Brian
your
next to me.
obsession?
Sus. He's good.
I'm off.
Oh my god.
Oh, pause.
I don't know if it's a real
Alright.
word.
Edit. Anyway,
Oh, I don't know.
so what's it? Okay. Did they come out like? Did they
Forgot
come out
everything.
in? They didn't come out in chronological order of the story, right?
No, the way the movies came out was
I hit him with the big word. No.
when it came out
Okay.
in the 70s.
Yes.
It came out just Star Wars, and then Star Wars. It wasn't episode 2. I think it was just like the name, and then the third one came out. Then in the 90s, early 2000s, they came out with 1, 2, and 3, which is because they were prequels
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
That was so
4,
stupid.
5, 6.
Why did they do it that
Episode
way?
1 came out on
To-
when we were born.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question
Mhm.
because you're a Star Wars fan. Do you feel like this whole her name is Rey, right? The new main character.
Daisy.
Do you feel like she was just forced in? Do you think Disney just
Pause.
did this for? No, that wasn't a pause. Do you think Disney just did this for more money?
Well,
Extending.
of course,
Wait,
but
what? Yeah,
Of course, that's what I'm saying. So like, do you agree? I don't know.
I like her.
Wait,
as a-
I don't.
they
I don't get
never
the question.
the
I
money
don't know what
the
question is.
money's too great for them to respect the art
Yeah.
Okay.
in almost all these studios.
Yeah. Like Disney, like all. I mean, same shit. But
Like even if you think about it, like even if it goes bad, like it can go so bad that they have to make more films and get more money to fix it.
Because people are gonna watch
People
it
will
just
be
to see.
like, "That was trash,"
And-
they have to
yeah.
fix this,
and then
they'll
they're
go buy
gonna
it.
see. Yeah,
So,
they're
like,
gonna see the
That's
next
what they're gonna
version.
do with
Shout out
episode
Monopolies.
9, though.
Yeah.
Not too.
And then also just all the toy deals, all of the brand
Oh.
deals, all of that merch that goes
Justin
way
going
beyond.
every year.
Huh? Yeah, me going every year seeing the movie because my ticket counts. Canon. That's a term.
Canonically,
Yeah, that's not a word. I just made
Yeah,
it
it
up.
is.
no, it's
but-
okay.
It's
No,
not-
it's
it's
a
a
word
word,
here.
canonically.
It's a word
There's a
here.
different- Canon, a general law, rule, principle, or criterion
Oh, I
by
know.
which something is judged.
Like,
Mm.
I know canon is a rule, but rule. I know canon is a
word.
word, but not
Canonically?
canonically.
Mm.
I
I
don't
think that should be a word.
It is now. Welcome.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out Disney. Fucking
Did you? Oh,
Monopoly.
did you? Okay.
you know the vibes.
Did you buy them? Buy your brother the thing? The vibes.
funny story.
Okay.
So when he had said, he was like, "Oh, I want to wait to watch The Mandalorian because it's coming out
Mhm.
episodically." So I took that as, "Oh, he didn't buy it yet."
Okay.
So then I
boy.
did what you said, and then I gave it to like him and his girl, and they were like, "Oh, we've had it for like since the day it came out, and we bought it for the next like 3 years. So when we run out, we'll cash in." I was like, "Oh,
Wow.
this
Wow.
is awkward."
In
So,
3 years, I'll say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I felt bad. I was just like, "Oh man,
You should just, keep it.
sorry."
God.
Horrible
damn.
game.
At least you listened.
Yeah. But what else has been up with y'all?
Ooh, title. I see what you did there.
Yeah. Yeah.
O-type Esney.
My brother. He go frisbee.
Yeah, I have no topics, so.
Damn,
I
we're
was-
really quiet
I
right
was,
now.
I was hoping for
No,
you.
no, I guess I wanted to like hop back off the mic.
I
But
have
if
zero.
you're-
I have zero
Hop
topics.
back
Alright.
on it.
Nah.
Pause.
Stop saying pause, you freak.
I'm sorry. I'm a child.
Question.
Question.
I've been seeing a lot of things on IG
Yeah.
recently.
Oh boy, here we go.
Or just like
I love IG.
randomly. I don't know where I've seen it. But of like memes that are relating certain things to our childhood, and it's just so general that like everyone finds it funny. So I'm like, how did we all have the same childhood?
Like
kinda
hiding
thing.
the DS under your pillow.
Yeah, that.
It's so funny.
I saw one
me.
today that was like,
Can't relate.
yo,
Alright, Claude.
do y'all remember this video? And then it was like, it did like a little skit. I think it was a TikTok. And it was like
I hate TikTok.
me randomly playing GameCube as a child. And then it
Didn't
like
have
cuts
one.
and it's like, my brother bringing over his computer. And then the computer had like the video of like the scary face. It's like, oh, the meadows and like, blah, kind of thing. And I was
Oh,
like,
that
oh my
thing?
gosh, my like that exact thing happened to me. like that's like that could have just been me in the video. And I was like, how do we all have like the same child? Like, is it a
Yes.
thing where like we see it and we're like, haha, that's funny. I had that too.
You
just
you
to be a part of
implanted
it.
the memory. Some
Right.
of them you implant the memory, but also it's like capitalism. Like we all have the same thing and we all do the same things most of the time.
I mean, when the GameCube came out, everyone's like buying the GameCube. So I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
everyone had similar experiences.
Like
I didn't.
if you think about like okay,
Okay.
all right, Claude. We're gonna get into Claude's experience later because he said he said everything you said was trash. So I guess
No, not
guys are
trash. I
different
just didn't
upbringing.
experience it. But
no,
continue.
like parents who know nothing about these games can go find it. So like the ad and marketizing and whatever.
Marketizing.
That's
Market.
definitely not a word.
Marketizing.
All right,
Marketing.
not stupid face
Marketing.
Brian.
Marketing.
The marketing and the
Nah,
advertisement.
marketizing.
Okay, the marketizing that
You
happens.
listen-
That marketizing that happens in games and such, like it's there. So you're all gonna end up with the same thing, or mostly the same thing. This guy's enjoying it. He
Or
loves this.
aliens could be
Huh?
controlling us to
Jesus
live a certain
Christ.
way and guiding our lives.
That's what I was thinking.
You ever seen Local 58?
No.
Did you ever watch Pelham
That's
1, 2,
creepy
3?
stuff.
No.
That has nothing to do with aliens at all.
What did he just say?
It's a
No,
train
it
movie.
was the relation. It was a relationship. Have you
it
ever
was
seen?
Yeah, come on,
We all
bro.
saw it when we were kids.
No, but there's like, oh man, I wish I had my phone. But I had like a list. I had like a list of things, and I was like,
Oh, I just realized.
the list is on my phone. Yeah. But yeah, it was just like a list of things where it's like, oh, we all live like the same childhood. Like, did we really, or is it just people being like, haha, I did that too.
Aliens.
I mean, just one thing from
Claude's really
No,
dedicated.
it was like a bunch of
dedicated
stuff
to
that like
that.
I saw, and I just wish I had my phone.
Do you have a
Never.
PSP?
Do I have a PSP?
Did you have a PSP?
I did have a pretty
Yes.
small. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I had a PSP.
Okay. What did you do, Claude? Since you didn't have a DS and you didn't play Pokemon and you
Ratchet
didn't
and
have
Clank.
a game?
Yes.
Death Junior.
Oh my god.
Death Junior. What is that?
Oh.
Death.
It's like Nick Jr., but you die. You gonna die.
You gonna die. What is?
Childhood. What did I do? I played Xbox. Played
Before that.
Xbox, PS2.
Now the
Oh,
one
you
with
had an
the-
original
I
Xbox?
played ball. What?
You were not.
You played
Basketball?
ball? Shut the fuck
I
up,
would
man.
play ball, but like that's when I was like,
Nice.
younger than 10.
And the Whiteys would say hi to you.
I'd play
Oh,
ball
you
by
didn't live there
myself.
yet.
He just said white.
Did you live there? No, he
Yeah.
has white neighbors and they're like friends.
Oh yeah, we were friends. They would I would throw football with their dad.
Ah, you're the token black kid.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Throw football with your dad. That's good stuff.
No, because they call him his middle name, and I can't even call him his middle
Oh my
name.
god.
So
Christian.
Anybody who like met me through my family calls me Christian, or is my family calls me Christian, and everyone
so
else
we're not family?
calls me Claude.
I met you like in 6th grade.
5th grade.
5th grade. And for the longest time, I thought your name was Christian.
Yeah.
And then we got to
because
South.
my mom put my name as Christian.
And then he's like, yeah, my name's Christian. You told me your name is Christian.
You look like a
no,
Claude,
because I don't fucking know how this goes on.
So you can't. Wait, can Justin call you Christian?
No, Justin Cameron Christian.
I used to call you Christian.
You used to
though.
call me Christian. Yes.
Yeah, and then
I think
we
it's because
went.
my mom put my name down as Christian.
And then we got to South, and then I like what school did you go to? Buck, whatever.
Wheeler.
Yeah,
Buck, what?
I don't know.
They
Whatever.
went to Buck.
Real
Yeah, like,
friends.
all
How
the
many
people-
of us?
I don't know what any of y'all went to.
All right.
But like people started calling you Claude. I was like, what? Like your name's who's?
Justin was looking.
I was like,
who's Claude?
yo, Christian, who's this Claude guy they're talking about?
It's just because like in Haitian culture, people address themselves by their middle name. That's like their first name.
What?
That's how with my mom too. So that's how I know we have that ting going on.
Okay, but your sister said
you can call
I can call you.
No, because my sister's anti-Claude. Because she's like, what? People call you Claude? It's like that's so weird.
Funny.
Wait,
That's
but
so
what
weird.
about her?
She calls me Christian.
No, like, do they call her by her
She's
middle
young.
She
name?
doesn't have a middle name.
So wait, how did that happen?
Hey,
So it's not a Christian. It's not a. It's not a
Bro, this
Haitian
goes
culture
against
thing.
everything I know about you.
I mean, if you don't have a middle name, of course you
But
can
your
be
mom
addressed
has a
as her
middle
first
name.
name. My mom has a middle name, and people call her by her middle name.
You look like a Claude though.
But my
fam.
dad has a middle name, and people
He looked like a
combine his
Christian when I
first
first
name
met
and middle name. Claude Bernard.
There's no rule. You just won't let us call you Christian.
You're not calling me
damn,
Christian.
we avoided it
Wait,
the
how
whole
can
time.
you stop
did
us
we?
from
No, we
calling you
didn't.
Christian?
I mean, you can't.
He just won't
technically.
respond.
What about
I
Chris?
tried it for like a year.
No, ew. I mean, I feel like
ew.
I honestly feel like my life would be so different if I was addressed by a Christian. I feel like the perception of me because I'm Claude, it's like this foreign, kind of nerdy but kind of cool name. But Christian is like this generic, but like it's a different vibe. I feel like it's a complete.
But it's not
No,
even
I get
Christian.
it. I
It's
get it
Christian.
though.
What do you
Shut
think?
up.
What do you think Christian Roche would have been like in high school?
Bro,
Oh,
I think
bitch.
I think my GPA would be 3 points lower. I think I'd be going to SUNY Stony Brook.
What?
Yeah.
All right, well, hold
You
up.
said that as an
Don't
insult,
don't
bro.
come for my school like that.
That's crazy.
Let's relax.
Bro, BC
No,
entitled,
let's relax.
bro.
No,
That's
no,
crazy.
I just think it would, but I also think I would have played a sport, which is,
All because your
it
name was Christian.
It's a different vibe.
No.
Claude,
No.
I hate Claude.
Yeah, let's just
I
blame.
hate Claude. I hate it so much.
Oh my gosh, this got deep.
Oh, wait. I'm so confused. That is really relates to this though, because you're not Dennis Anthony.
No.
What if
Okay.
people do Anthony?
Dennis?
Ooh,
What
I don't
would
look
you-
like an Anthony,
no,
bro.
you don't.
My government first name is Dennis Anthony.
Okay.
My middle name is
Wait,
Vasquez.
hyphen?
And my last name is
Wait,
Cortez.
what?
Wait, hold on.
Yes. Y'all didn't know this?
Vasquez.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
My mom's last name is Vasquez.
Oh,
In
We
Fili-
put in government
in
style.
Filipino,
Okay,
in
yeah.
Filipino culture. No, but it's literally added to my name. They're so head ass, bro. I hate it. They're so head ass. Like, I can't believe my government. I'm Dennis Anthony. I'd be so tight if someone called me Dennis Anthony.
Wait,
My
so
sister-
it's Dennis hyphen Anthony, or
I guess so. I don't know.
what do you mean you guess so?
Whatever they put on my damn freaking birth.
certificate?
My
Shit.
sister's a hyphen and she refuses to let them.
Right. I'm sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
they don't.
Wait, I
they
have a
don't-
question.
She doesn't tell anyone the hyphen part. She only says Mia. But go on.
In Japan, right?
Okay.
They call everybody in their cultures. They call everybody by their last name
Okay.
until you get to like know them really close. Then if you call them first name basis, like damn, they're tight. Or if you call a girl by their first name, you're hitting on her, or you're like girlfriend boyfriend. That's how high
How do you
they
know
put the
this?
first name up
Yeah.
to.
how
Wait,
do
so
you know?
wait,
cap.
so like in
So
in
I'm-
school when they're
say
taking
that.
attendance, do they only say last name?
Last names only,
Oh.
and everyone calls each other by their last
Wait,
name.
do they not know the first name?
They
or-
know the
Japanese are
first
weird.
name.
Everyone
Okay.
has the
I'm
same
sorry.
name then. No.
What?
No, but like
racism. Go on.
God damn.
Asian on me.
No,
Okay,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, so everyone will get called by their last name, and if you're friends, usually they call each other by their first name or some sort of like nickname. But if you're like in a intimate relationship, you call each other by a first name, and that's like that's crazy. Like they'll start blushing if you call them their first name. It's weirdest thing ever.
Hey, Brian.
But would you guys have preferred that if people call you by your last name, or do you like
I hate
being
Wallace.
called?
Roche.
But do you like being
How would that
called
change
your
you?
first name?
Would you have been Superman?
Why'd you tell me? Bro?
Like with people you don't know as well, do you prefer being called your first name or your last name? Like would that be?
I mean,
I honestly don't mind.
You don't care?
My Korean name is my middle name,
Which is what?
Min.
Wait, that's your actual.
Nah.
Wait, what?
My middle name is Min.
Your middle name is Min. I thought that meant little.
Paul Min
No.
Kim.
No.
Ooh, I like
Well,
that.
It's just a name.
Well, so yeah, they call everyone in my family calls me Min,
Okay.
but then they add.
So it's the
and
same thing.
They call me
What's the
Minnie
reverse?
because when you add the e at the end, it's
Mhm.
like you're calling them, like you're trying to get their
Mm.
attention.
So we have the same thing.
Wow.
Predicament then. Everyone in your family calls you by your middle name.
It's
No,
just
but-
weird whenever.
No, but if we call him
any-
Min, he doesn't have an issue with it.
I'm not saying I have an issue with
You
it.
clearly have an issue with it.
I just don't think you should.
No,
sister
honestly,
said,
it's just
"Brian."
it's just really weird if you were to call me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because it's a family. Yeah. It's like.
Not
do you,
even like.
How do
if-
we never
do you
know?
feel like a different person? Do you feel like
Whoa.
Min and Paul are two different people?
Claude and Christian.
Whoa.
The way we're set up, I really feel like
This
we're
is
like
psyche.
interviewing Claude, by the way.
You
But
said that you did that last time, too.
No, I don't. Sorry.
Psych.
my stomach hurts.
I don't think it. I don't think they're two different people.
Mm-hmm.
Because all my life I have been called both of those names by different people.
Okay.
I just find it weird when people who normally call me one name and calls me the other is a little bit weird.
Okay. I was about to write
But
my
it
college
do-
paper on how Claude and Christian were two different people.
Well, that's actually really interesting. You should have done that.
Miss
I
Gazowski
would've-
told me it was trash. So,
Really?
Oh, Steph.
yeah.
Wow, so you're really close with her.
She told me a lot of my shit was trash, but then I got to college and like all my shits was A's or B, and I was like,
Yo,
but it's just fine.
That's facts. English in high school is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
College, it's so much easier.
You know those memes where they all roast English teachers like
Roast them or just say
when
that
they
they
s-
see symbolism in everything?
they see symbolism and everything.
I think
Yeah.
that too, though.
Yo.
I always have.
Did y'all learn grammar? Because I didn't.
We learn it
I
young.
don't
What do you
think-
mean grammar?
Grammar. Like proper, like.
We learn it. Like we learn
Honestly,
what
I
a
didn't
subject and a
think-
predicate is.
We learn it.
I never learned
As
that
he says,
shit.
we learn it. Stupid face, Brian.
I don't even know what just happened.
We learn it.
Yo, here's your ID, bro.
We learned it. Learned. Ed. Past tense.
Thank you, Dennis.
Stupid
Anthony.
ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we didn't learn English. I don't know what I learned in English.
What I
Symbolism.
learned in boarding
Yeah.
school is
Do you think people in
Okay.
Like, I feel like once you go to private school, also like
Yeah, I was
people
literally
were
just
telling me
about
how
to-
like private school kids like, I read their writing, they're like next level compared to mine.
Yeah,
I was
but-
just about to ask.
Because they actually have like grammar classes.
Funny
in
you say
private
that
school.
because
Yeah,
when
but
I got
they never saw you knock somebody else,
Oh,
so it's different.
when I got the Queens, I was asking the opposite. I was like, "Damn, how'd y'all make it to college?" Like
That's
some of
what
y'all
I'm saying.
kids?
I thought the same thing because I thought my essays were trash until I gave in everything. It was A's and people's like, oh, I got a B. And then I look at their lab report or whatever, and they're they're so bad.
What college? What schools are these?
They're like Brooklyn, Queens, and stuff like that.
Private schools?
No.
Some of them are Catholic
Okay.
school, which is a
I don't
private
know.
school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know his I don't know his essay
BC
writing was
private
trash.
people too. I mean, I'm not trying to like distinguish, but
Yeah,
like,
you are.
How
That's
I
exactly.
really
but
wanna-
they
that's
go
exactly
to
what
like
you're
the
doing.
top boarding. Literally, I know people that went to like the #1 schools like in
Yeah.
the country. It's like
But they aren't
Wow.
only at BC. They are. Other
no. I'm
places,
just
too.
saying. I just like
I'm so
Distinguishing
curious
those
as
two.
to how
Number
they
one
actually
schools.
learn. I want to know what their curriculum is.
In boarding schools or
Yeah.
BC.
I never
Boarding
asked
school,
them.
boarding school.
I mainly ask them like how different do you think your lives would be if you went to like a public school? Because if we're boarding school, you're just kind of shipped away.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't like that.
Yeah, like that's like so weird. To me.
Question:
I know.
Would y'all want like how like growth and like you're trying to do
I
the
know
better
you're
for your
going.
kids
Okay.
and like stuff like that? Would you want your kid in like a
A
private school or
Nope.
like a boarding school or
I-
something like
if
that?
I can't
I'll
see
share.
them,
I'll share after. But like
No.
go like I'm curious.
if I can't see them for like a long time, I don't think it's good for my kid.
What if it's just private school as opposed to boarding school?
Private
what's the
school?
difference?
Nah, that's
Oh,
expensive.
Boarding school, you
boarding school, you're
board
shipped
there.
away, and it's like you spend.
It's like
Hog-
dorming. It's like
Hogwarts.
dorming. Yeah,
Oh.
Hogwarts. Yeah,
Hogwarts.
He's like, oh yeah, okay.
College
No,
bus.
no, no.
College
I
bus.
just said.
Oh, Hogwarts.
No, that's not what made me. That's not what made me understand. He just happened to say it at that very moment.
Okay.
Hogwarts.
I got it.
Okay. Sure.
What owl are you, huh?
Gryffindor.
What's your
Is that a
pet?
thing?
An owl, a frog?
Oh, but no question.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Private or boarding?
Oh no, private or boarding as opposed to like having them in public school.
I feel like their personality is gonna be so different if they go to private or boarding.
Yes.
Because there's just a lot of wealthy people.
It's funny because I used to live in Far Rockaway, and I went to this Catholic school, and my mom's threat to my brother because he was like doing stupid stuff.
Okay.
Her threat was like, "I'm gonna put you in public school. I'm gonna put you." You see that high school over there, and the high schools like have like gates. The windows are caged in.
Cardozo is basically a prison then.
Yeah. So that was always.
It depends on your
threat.
area, right? Because if
Yeah, it
you
does
go to like an
depend on
area
the
with a
area.
shit public school, you know you're gonna want to put your child in that private school.
No,
Really?
I want my kid to get bullied a little bit.
I mean, you can get bullied at
Like,
private school too.
Those
Bullied-
yeah, but
I'll
they'll be
bully my own
bullied
kid.
because you don't have the new Givenchy. I'll be like, what the fuck? Like,
Not
Givenchy.
it's
You
Givenchy.
can be bullied and seeing the struggle though.
Let me
There's
see.
difference in that.
but I want them to struggle. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
see the struggle.
I'll
I
be the
don't want them to be born into like
I feel like we're
lavishness.
I have to defend these private school kids because I know some of them. I feel like I don't know.
It's not an insult.
It's just I feel like we can't just assume that they're all rich, right? Because there's probably there's some financial aid and stuff with that. There's some, it's just a reality of in a situation where if you go to that public school, you just get an inferior education because public schools across America are just not well funded.
Yeah, if we're talking about like public schools in like Brooklyn or deep in the boroughs, sometimes some of them are very bad and just a ton of gangs and stuff like that. That's what my friend was telling me about.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bring it back to the friend. Wasn't
no,
me.
yeah,
Go on.
that's why he goes to a private school.
Yeah,
But my tall friend George, he was chilling in the
but if we
he was cool with
talking
them.
where we went versus let's say
Yeah,
a
'cause
shamanad, I ain't putting my kid in no shamanad.
No,
In no all boy all girls school, nah.
I mean,
why not?
You're fine. Like, I mean, we're fine. I would say so.
Okay.
Damn.
In
I
terms
thought you
of
were
what?
complimenting him.
I think all of us. Honestly, I just wouldn't trade what we had at for anything.
All right.
It's him trying to censor himself.
All right.
Because it would have taken that long to say the whole school.
Okay. You still got there with them.
Yeah. No,
We're
I agree
doing
with you.
fine.
Yeah, like I think we had the best of a lot of world, where it was like, we had a lot of diversity and the education was like and we had enough funding, I guess.
We were-
Enough.
Not enough, not that much.
I
Put
looked
in
at
the
the
turf.
chart,
I
the
know.
pie
Yeah.
chart. Farrell showed, but oh shoot, my bad. But we're
We've
close
done them
to
all.
25, 25, 25, 25, like of all races.
Yeah. I'm
crazy.
so conflicted
1%
on this
other, though.
because like I know these private schools, like some of them are like feeder schools for like Ivy Leagues, but then they also like foster some of them like a really like cheating culture. So I'm just like I like
A lot of them
there's
is cheating
positive
culture?
negatives. Yeah, where it's like it's really cutthroat that like
Or-
you
Y'all
can't,
ever cheated on a test?
Or
Yeah.
nah, not
What
really.
kind of question?
I mean,
Have you ever cheated on a test? Is that what you?
I don't
asked?
think so.
I can't
How?
remember.
How
I cheat
how
by
much?
studying.
Wait, no, this is like self-incrimination.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm still in school.
Yeah. Okay. Allegedly. No. Have you guys ever heard that people would cheat on? All right. Go on. Forget it.
It might have been like a
Nothing.
spelling test in like
Cheating
3rd grade or something.
Okay.
Where I didn't know how to spell.
Oh, were
like,
you talking about like elementary
canonically.
school?
or college. Some people just go to the bathroom. It's like that nigga's cheating.
My mom tells me to cheat every day.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yes.
I mean, literally, it's tempting because if the professor's not going to take the phone
Mm-hmm.
and you could just leave.
It's really easy to cheat in college.
Hey, man.
It's so easy.
No, it's not. No, Jackie, yeah, it is.
Yeah, but we would never do that.
My,
As we said before.
Yeah,
But
no,
not
of course.
me.
I was taking
Yeah.
my final and my professor fell asleep, and he would only wake up when I turned the page. So
You were that
So you
close to
made
him?
so you made sure that you.
yeah, I
No.
was. I tried to sit him far away, but
You
he
just
just
closed
he
your-
said Cortez, and
Okay.
he pointed to the table closest to him, and he would fall asleep, and when he wakes up, reaches for like a candy, and then Halfway into unwrapping it, knocks out again.
That does not happen at BC. As much as I like
Nah,
to defend public.
He don't. No, that was Old Westbury. This guy's trash. He was a bad professor anyway.
You hate this man.
I hated that man.
We discussed this, I think.
What?
Go on.
But only recently they started putting on like the syllabus or whatever to not bring in like Apple Watches and like those AirPods.
Don't wear hats.
No, yeah.
I had a professor last semester, 2 semesters ago, something like that, where he was like, you can't wear hoodies, and it was like winter, and I was like, bro, what? Like, or
Leave
he's
it
like,
at
you
the
gotta,
door on
like,
the
nah,
dirty
'cause, like,
floor.
sometimes I wear hoodies with a tank top, and I don't want to just wear a tank
Bro.
top. So I was like, damn, I gotta remember to wear a shirt or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
mad extra.
Yo,
Will
long
you
hair.
actually listen to the rules?
Okay.
What?
All right, rule breaker.
I wouldn't be.
Poorly
It was a
worded.
final, and I was like, I wouldn't be able to take it if I.
He really wouldn't let you take it if you.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was big trash.
What if
And
you weren't wearing
some-
anything
But
but
like
the hoodie?
90% of people, I'm pretty sure there was like a group chat.
How old was he? 65?
I don't know. He's old.
Yeah.
He's old, short,
Makes sense.
Jewish man.
Yep.
Whoa.
Why did that?
Why was that your bigot? Yep.
I have this
Yep.
other
Yes.
professor in mind. That's the exact same. I have this other professor in mind. That's the exact same. That's
But nah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure there was like a group chat that like all the. I'm not like they're like very cliquey like a lot of the Jewish kids had in that class, and who they would just share answers, share projects, and I was just like, damn, y'all just got it like that. It was always the Jewish kids, the Asian kids who are the old cliquey, and then the brown kids. Those are the three big.
You're brown.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
start the
Asians are
Hispanic
so-
kids.
Not me, brown. There's like no Hispanic kids in CS.
Oh.
Discrimination.
I'm one of the few. You
That's
know?
their
What
own
do
story.
CS people? What do Hispanic people do? Typically.
What is that supposed
What
to
do
mean?
they study? What
How
do
do
they
you, how do
study?
you want me to
Gonna say
answer
some
that?
highly Oh my
racist-
God.
Yeah. Because of our dynamic, I have immediately went to racism.
Yeah.
But I had properly pulled
How, do
it
you,
back.
how should I answer that, Claude? How do you want me to answer
What
that?
do Hispanics normally study in college?
In your opinion.
Not
but based on
European.
what
what
you
you seen, what you know.
I don't know. We're all over the
It's a lot
place,
in
I
med.
guess. Med,
Pre-med? Interesting.
Like nursing and all that.
history.
Nursing.
I mean,
Pre-health.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Like,
question for some reason.
yeah, I don't know actually.
I can answer for Filipinos.
We're like everywhere and nowhere.
Oh.
It's just like evenly spaced out. Like peanut butter on toast.
What?
I think
Just-
Hispanics mix
You're
everywhere.
nice at this.
I haven't eaten peanut butter in years.
I think there's a lot of like variety in Hispanics, so they could be anywhere.
Facts.
Asians is just whatever makes money at the
Huh?
end.
Yeah. Huh?
Asians is just whatever makes
That was
money
very
at the
Filipino
end.
of you. Did I talk over him? I probably did.
It's okay. We've been doing that to you for 15
Y'all
episodes.
are
That's okay.
very
Anyways.
STEM heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Unfortunately.
we
Dumbest-
come here for
dumbest
money,
decision.
and that's
A lot
their
of lawyers
goal.
though,
Really?
but they suck.
Yeah, especially the one that let OJ run free.
Okay. Okay.
You know the judge that went. You talking about the OJ Simpson judge? Because that guy was Asian.
I guess.
You're talking about the OG Simpson judge, right?
Yo,
Yeah, I don't like
do
that
you
guy.
watch
That guy
O.J.
was funny.
Simpson on Twitter? He's like, "Hey guys, back at it."
I've seen
He's
some.
just
I've seen
No
some.
way.
so funny. I love it. You gotta
I've seen like
watch
2
it.
No.
tweets.
As a football head, you gotta watch
A
it.
football
As
head.
as a non-murderous head, I'll stay away.
He ain't do it.
He was
Just
acquitted.
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
He was acquitted.
Why are people so like numb to serial killer stories and stuff like that? But when it comes to ghosts, oh my god,
That's me. I hate watching like
Spiritual.
horror films.
spiritual or just cut like bloody cut and slash
I don't know. But
like,
like
the horror films.
I hate watching horror films, but I'll watch like a Ted Bundy special or a Charles Manson, and I love it.
Yeah, what do you,
Huh?
you know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference. Like there's,
Okay.
We mentioned this before. Yeah, like
The
there's
serial
like a
killer.
big like affinity for like serial killer like stories, murder stories, horror
that was
stories,
scary.
or just like
As a kid, serial
I don't
killer.
know. I don't know why. I think it's the drama of it that it's oh snap, this is real. But then the horror is just like it's to be made scary. I don't know.
Ah.
Yeah,
It's honestly,
sociologist.
I feel like I
It's
feel like
not mine.
slasher movies are just not as scary as
No, they're not. They're just
like
funny.
What are
spirit
slasher?
like
Freddy,
Oh.
Jason.
Oh
Blood-
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bloody,
Like a guy in a mask.
bloody
I'm gonna kill
guts.
you.
Yeah, whatever.
That's like old school horror.
Yeah.
That's why it's not scary.
If we're talking about like
scary.
demon taking over
Yeah,
a body,
yeah, that's
nah,
like-
I'm not sleeping.
I don't even watch them. I can't. We've done this
No,
before
yeah,
though.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I just saw this movie. Someone recommended to me. It's not even horror. It's just like thriller kind of thing. It's called Gone Girl. It's
Oh,
like, have
dude, you should watch it.
It's no.
I love that.
Are you pointing at
I know. It's
me?
like
Why me?
It's a really
not-
good. I think
it's
like
not like-
Claude and like Dennis, like if you
It's a
like
psychological
the
thriller.
yeah, if you like, it's not horror. It's not
No,
horror though.
it's not
Psychological,
no, no.
that'll fuck me up even more.
If you like realistic crime stuff like that, this is. I think you'll like this just because it goes into like realistic crime and it's just,
have you guys ever watched American Psycho
with
that was
with the guy from Batman?
Batman. Yeah.
That fucked me up
That movie
because that was a
had lot of,
psychological shit.
Matthew
what was,
McConaughey.
what was that other
No.
movie
All right.
that came out recently?
No.
American Psycho. Matthew
Joker.
McConaughey.
Oh, Joker.
No, that's the
Okay.
guy from Batman.
Oh, I don't know.
Christian Bale. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit.
I didn't want
Matthew
to. Like, we knew who
McConaughey.
he is, but that's why I glossed over. But yeah,
I
Christian
thought-
Bale.
whatever.
Like Joker was influenced by American Psycho.
Oh really? Oh, I'm not watching that then.
No, but the other thing is, Gone Girl. I'm sorry, this is a tangent. It pissed me off.
Okay.
I was so
He's upset.
mad.
Go rank King.
Oh,
No, how old is?
Why?
it's like
How old is it?
Probably like
I think it's 2012.
5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Something like that. So if you haven't seen it,
I don't.
Um,
I wouldn't go out to recommend the movie
Okay.
simply because it just got me so mad at the end.
Why did it get you so mad at the end?
The
Spoiler.
ending is
Spoiler.
so-
spoiler pod.
It messed with me because it's just like, why would you do that?
Was
So
it based on a real
it's-
event?
No.
No,
So
it's
the
just-
story is some guy, he has like some inklings with I don't know what the fuck that means.
Inkling.
Inklings with his
Big
wife.
words. Go on.
That they're like disagreeing, but you don't see that at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then his wife goes missing. So he's like, "Oh my god, my wife is gone. What happened?" But then fingers points to him,
Of course.
and then evidence comes up. Keeps coming up to him, and he's like, "Oh, this is so convenient." Blah blah blah. Like, how did you not? And he's like, "I didn't kill it. You come to find out that the wife. Big spoiler.
Spoiler.
Turn it off right now if you're planning to watch
If you
it.
were Gone Girl.
But
Damn, I gotta.
what is it?
Thank you,
Oh,
Dennis.
so like the wife, like frames the husband, and she just runs away, and she uses her disappearance as a front to like just disappear and like frame it on him, and eventually like kill herself to like
Wait, kill her? She kills herself?
she was planning to like go missing, kill herself, and then in order to like frame it on him, and then that would be like the biggest comeback to him.
Because also she.
What
She-
started?
no, it's 'cause
she really did
got
not fuck
him,
with
man.
me.
I'm pretty sure she was like a childhood celebrity type of thing. Like she was
Okay.
famous as a kid,
Mhm.
and as she grew up, like her popularity just went down. And then
As it
this
does.
and then this pretty much brought her back on the map. Like, oh, this happened to remember this
Mhm.
star, yeah. And then
Wow.
Yeah, so she uses like her
Fucking God.
popularity to like be in the limelight and like have the media on her side, and it goes into like a lot of things with like media too, and how like just chasing the story, just making up things just to like feed into people's psyche just for the drama of it. And I was just like, see, that's why I would never talk to a cop without a lawyer. Like
Say again.
talk to a cop without a lawyer.
Oh, I thought you said
that was
like
like one word.
Capadaloya.
Like, what is that?
A Capadaloya.
I was mad
I was like,
confused.
whoa.
A cop without a lawyer. A class that I
Cop
took.
without a
A
lawyer.
cop.
Cabradora.
Capadaloya.
Cabradora.
you said some
Capadaloya.
Spanish right
I
now.
really did too.
I was-
I really did too.
All right. A class the cybersecurity class that I took this past semester. The guy, he like worked with the NSA or like something like CIA, some shit like that. And like one of his things was like, what's the first or like if a cop asks you a question,
What's your answer?
what's your answer?
Lawyer.
I want a lawyer. And he was like, yes. And then
Who said it?
I did. Yeah, I was like,
oh,
and
this guy's been
nah,
dealing
nah,
drugs.
Nah, but then
What?
everyone
I'm
looked at
kidding.
me and they're like, "What the?"
Of course, it's Hispanic.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, exactly.
Were you
Made me
wearing a
look
beanie
bad.
when you said it?
Maybe I might have.
Looks like an absolute pothead.
Mad people was looking
Oh,
up for your numbers, trying to.
Looks like an absolute pothead. I know, a lawyer.
Nah, but it's true. Lawyer up, just in case.
Capadaloya.
Cop the lawyer. Cop the lawyer. Cop the lawyer. There you go.
Okay.
Capadaloya.
This guy's Hispanic, man.
Jeez.
That's the greatest comeback. Haha, got him.
But why?
Fucking
Just because you
gone girl.
indict yourself if you say
Yes.
something bad?
Yeah, because there's a lot of cases where just people, they end up being like, they find out that they're innocent, but they get sentenced because of things they say, and then it lines up with certain stories or certain pieces of evidence, and it's just self-incriminating.
They have so many like they've been doing this for years. They know how to pull stuff out of you, and even if there's like Gone Girl, they're trying to fit a narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So like
It's fun.
Yeah,
things can happen.
in the movie, there's this one cop who he like just doesn't like the husband, and then the main detective is like, they're like partners or whatever, and the guy's just like, oh, why haven't we like arrested this guy, blah blah blah. And I just want to punch him in the face because it's just
Guilty
work.
before proven innocent.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, shut the hell up, like just
Yo.
do your job.
Y'all remember back in high school when
No.
cops were just like treating black people as target practice?
Okay, before we get to that, I saw an SVU episode where this exact same thing happened with the cop, and they were like, they framed the guy, and they said he did stuff to his niece, and then he got arrested, and his job got fired. Anyway, so it was just crazy because it's like that's
Yeah,
what we happen
like-
to talk about, but like
no, like things happen. Yeah.
yeah, so lawyer.
But
Rephrase
y'all remember that?
That was an opportunity for you
Yeah,
to come up
no,
with a
yeah,
better way for you to rephrase
remember
that.
the Trayvon, not Trayvon,
Yes.
Philando
That's
Castile, Sandra.
Why did you bring this up?
No, because we're
why
talking
did it hit
about
on you?
policemen being bad.
Okay.
So that just
Oh, that was your
reminded
first.
us
That was the first
Policemen
thing you went
being
to.
incompetent, not
Because,
not
like-
racist.
Because like I
That
just
is-
remember that was at a peak for so long, and then there was this occasion after occasion after occasion, and now it just seemed to like die down. So do you guys
it
think
hasn't
like
really died down.
don't
It
think
happened a couple of years ago.
I think it's still happening.
We talked about it here with what's it
When?
called
Right now,
Sandra. What's the guy in I can't remember the guy's name. Bolton John. He was the one in he was the one in his house, and then she thought it was her house, and then she shot him.
yeah, that was
That was
we
was she
talked
weird.
about
black?
No, she was white,
Okay.
and then he was
Mm.
black. But what Paul raised an interesting question because he said we were talking about incompetence and not racism. I don't know how we got here, but I feel like it is. I feel
Thanks,
like I feel like it's an incompetence thing and not a racism thing. But this goes back to the conversation I had with my parents of how many people out of 10 do you think is full on racist, and some are just stupid.
Yes.
Cause not I wouldn't say stupid. I would say just like
I'd say stupid.
it was a long time of like people being treated unequally. It's gonna take time for people to figure it out. If you want to call it stupid, I guess that's fair. But
No,
And
no,
they're
Or what?
not saying like their actions being stupid,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the beliefs or things like
that
goes
just
to-
like
yeah.
I don't know the word.
carelessness.
Careless, sure. So like they were like majority of people in the world, majority of people
racist?
in America, like full on racist. I was like, whoa. I was like, I don't really
I don't
think
know.
that.
I don't know too, because like we also live in like
A
one of the
sheltered
most
place,
diverse
but,
places, like states in the cities in the states.
City, yes, no.
Yeah,
That
no,
makes
okay,
sense.
What's funny?
Stupid.
It's
Yeah,
a city in the states.
What'd you say?
Because United
Yes,
States, there's
yes.
50 of them.
Yeah,
So it's
funny.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Suck one.
I don't know what you said that made me laugh. That's something
Anyway,
you're gonna laugh.
so they were hell bent on it. I love talking politics with them. Like I talk to them a lot. I talk to them about a lot of things that I just bring up randomly, but then like they get mad very quick. Like instantly, I talk like a minute I talk about Trump or anything, they just get very upset. My mom calls him my president for some reason because she thinks I
Your
like him
president?
for some reason.
No, it's because you like defend other sides. So like
Yes.
I
You
can
like
you
to
like
bring
you like
up-
playing devil's advocate.
I don't.
Avocado.
She was like, yes, they impeached him, and I was like, this
It means nothing.
He's
Mom.
not gonna be removed, and it's probably gonna help him
Oh,
because
it's
he's
because you
gonna
love him,
he's
right?
gonna become a victim.
It's
And
'cause
she
you
was like,
love him. That's what you're
"Well,
saying.
whatever, say that about your president." I'm like, I don't actually like him, right? This is she's like, this was this joke that I don't know if you're still joking or not. She's like, like, yeah. I was like, all right. Okay.
No, that's your president, bro. She's not lying.
But
That's your president.
do you? Give me a number, 1 out of 10.
In America or
Yeah.
just white
In
people?
America. This is a white hate from Brian. Great job.
1 out of
I
10,
love you, white
maybe?
people. I'm gonna keep saying it until you guys forgive me. I love you.
10% of the American population is
1 out of
actually
10.
racist.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said 2 out of 10. Well, no, I said
1 to 2.
1.1.
There's a lot of people
2,
having
wow.
subconscious thoughts about
That's what I
other
said. There's
race that
subconscious
dictate
thoughts,
their actions.
but that's just a symptom of the.
And how many
That's just the
people
birth
have
defect
those
of the country.
subconscious thoughts? Is that the other 9 out of 10?
No, maybe like 5 out of 10.
6?
So that would give
7?
us that would give us a. If you want to call them racist, then that would make it a majority. But I'm not calling the 5 out of 10 because I also think
Those people are actually
we have
worse.
that.
Yeah, like
Not
no,
worse.
it goes
Not-
both.
not
It goes
worse.
both
Not worse,
ways
but-
too, because it goes both like with
This
minorities
is
as
a
well.
super deep conversation. I
Yeah,
wasn't prepared
no.
for. Anyway,
But like it goes the other way too.
Yeah, 'cause we
like the
think
way
about-
you perceive white people or people in that sense. So that would be
even the way we perceive black. If you see a black person, you're not gonna cross the street.
I don't care.
I care.
Fuck is
I'm
that nigga
scared.
going to? You're 6'1". What do you
I'm
care?
scared.
Why?
What was that? What
Well,
was
I'm
that
scared of
question?
people in general, but like, if I see a group of people, I cross the street. So that doesn't change if they're black, but especially if they're black.
They're not going to do anything to you, Brian.
Not
I mean, it's good that you
I
feel
buy
that.
into the narrative.
I see a man in a hood.
I'm just crossing the street.
I'm crossing the street.
That's what made Zimmerman shoot Trayvon.
Okay, I would cross the street. I would not trail them.
But he felt threatened by him, and that's
So he decided
there's
to
a
just pop
there's
him.
a okay.
But he also had probably racist thoughts too.
No,
That added to
100%.
more to
I'm
it.
not saying I feel threat. I guess I am saying I feel
You
threat.
you are feel you. Why you crossing the street if you're not feeling
I
threatened?
see a man
But-
in a hood.
So
I'm
I need to box
crossing
with
the
Justin's
street.
cousin. Anyway, I would stay on the street if I knew how to handle myself. I'm just scared of people, so I cross the street.
I told you
I'm
if
not
you
willing
learn
to
it,
fight.
it ends up
That's what I'm saying.
it ends up being a unnecessary or invalid
A false sense of security.
false sense of
no,
security.
but I just don't want to have to cross the street. That's it.
Yeah.
No, but then you're like, yeah, I don't need to cross the street, and then you don't cross the street, and that one time is you
All
get popped in the
right.
face,
And you get shanked.
yeah.
He just walks by.
No,
And then that's it.
it's
Boom.
not prison. Oh, I think speaking of prison, The Wire. Anyway,
Epstein.
go
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm
Yep.
not winning a
It was
fight,
totally him.
Therefore, I cross.
I legit just.
Yo, Paul, talk into the mic. Love you.
Yes, I legit just think about how I can counterattack his moves.
Yeah, we know. We discussed this
Oh, yeah.
last time. Bottle to the forehead.
Oh, okay, that's
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of soda bottle was it?
Glass.
Glass.
Capadaloya.
I just imagine the
Oh.
comic book sound effect comes out. Bonk. when Paul smacked the guy.
Like,
Funny.
why does he keeps doing that? Keeps touching
My
my toes.
feet are mad cold.
Can you give me my card?
Oh, here you go.
Thank
fire
you.
with my foot. He's just like.
My feet are mad cold.
Mad.
I don't know why.
Up in here.
It's warm up in here. It's hot, just like all the followers we got
Huh?
on our social
Do you
media.
have your you have your camera. You should
Shout
take
out
pictures.
To everybody who's been following us
Do you want to say each name?
on social. No.
It's only like 30.
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
They
Shout
know
out
who
to
they are.
everybody who's been following us on IG. We're gonna try and get some more postings on there. Hopefully, by
For
the time
any.
this comes out, we'll have a
Ooh.
few.
She.
New year, new year for us. New. What is it, Claude? What's the
New year, new person, new
New
swag.
Christian Walsh 2012
Christian
in a hat.
Walsh.
Christian.
in a hat and a gray
the
stripe.
vibes.
The vibes.
You're the boss.
All right.
You know the vibes with Whoopty.
Very loud.
That's it. Is
Yeah.
that it? Yep. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the W.U.W.Y podcast.
I love you guys.
Dennis loves you. Anything else? Okay, bye. What?
Woo-wee.
Wow.
This the what?
Bust him out right now.
I love you guys. Goodbye. See you. Peace.
Bye.